I believe I'm streaming. Hello, it has been a year since I've done this sort of thing. We'll change a few setting details on the bench, scale modeling. What's going on? They've changed all the stuff. Okay, I'm actually streaming quite well. I've got two laptops now. I'm not using the tablet. The tablet was an absolute pain to deal with. So I don't even know where my tablet is. I think family members hijacked it. Anyway, I'll just have a quick look. Edit. Here we go. And we'll go on the bench, scale modeling. On the bench, scale modeling. Sounds like a laptop that's driving all this is struggling a bit. Though we're not really lagging or anything. Turn it up. Alan, what's going on, mate? Oi! Hello! Fantastic, good enough. I'm going to plug in the power for the other laptop. I can see the chat. I can see there's already a couple of people viewing for some reason. Both of them might actually be me, so whatever. That shouldn't even be the case. Who the fuck cares? Oh, there was lag. Oh. I thought I updated that. Why is the fuck it's got updated? On the bench, done. Why is it saying in the Sentia? Cool. A picture of Shah's counterattack or something. Doesn't matter. Welcome to another stream. We are going to be doing this on fairly regular. I'm going to chuck on my apron. The t-shirt's dirty, but the apron's dirty as well, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. String it up. Got a few bits and pieces to do tonight. I've got a few projects on the go. Working on a very rare 80s, 90s Victory Gundam resin kit. It's super cool. I've been working on this thing for more than a year. I finished the tank. Got this apron on. I'm going to close Twitch on the laptop so it's not taxing as much. It's only focusing on OBS. Might turn on the radio. So first thing we're going to have on the bench to look at is Zaft base. I'll have a quick word about it. Show off my tank. And we're just going to weathering. We're going to be mounting some stuff on. We're going to be mounting some stuff on pegs to be painting my Providence, which is the big build of the year. So this actually is a part of the Providence. What happened was when I masked it, it left these lines by picking up and damaging the clear coat, not the paint. So it's a bit rough. So I've sanded it down with 300,000, 2,000, 5,000 grit sandpaper Looks a bit rough finish-wise. Gonna put a couple of coats of clear, sand it again, clear it again, and when it's all nice, gonna do some black lettering across here with the Zodiac Alliance, whatever. But first, we've got these two gaping holes. They will need to be masked. Oh, fuck, this is filthy. Got some dirty blue tack. But generally with blue tack, it will get dirty. It will dry out. But just so the dirt doesn't get into the model, sort of mix it out a bit, knead it, and at least the dirt's going to be trapped inside, and it's not going to go in your model. Okay. All we really need is two balls to go into these little holes. That way it's not going to be thickened with too much paint or whatever, so the base peg can't be stuck in it. So that's done. That's our first job of the evening. Next, we've got this. And we're going to weather it a bit. Just a few paint chips using a weathering pencil. And we shall do it now. Why not? I should have a silver weathering pencil here. Yes, I do. And we've got a pencil here. I'll sharpen it into shot glass because I don't want to wander too off from camera. So all this is just a makeup pencil. It's a bit different. They're very, very soft. It's a bit humorous. Very cheap to buy, but silver would be a very weird color to apply on the flesh. Now, I would not necessarily use it as a makeup pencil because with some of these unofficial Chinese jobs, it may have lead or heavy metals or something, stuff you don't quite want to have on your body. But on a model and then you clear coat it, it's perfectly fine. People love to talk about what they're drinking on stream. It's just water. I've sort of cut out alcohol and soft drink and all that sort of stuff out of my system. I've been a lot healthier for it. What we're going to quickly do is just copy the stream into Facebook and see if we can get the attention of a few people. It's amazing that I've retained the following base on this platform, not touching it for a year. But with how quickly and easy this is to set up, I want to do this more often. Seems like it's a lot of fun to do. It's a bit taxing. It doesn't matter. So we're on Facebook, streaming now. Streaming now. I had pneumonia, Legionnaire's pneumonia. I was very sick, almost hospitalised. So things have been a bit funny with my content of late. Wait, what's going on? What's it doing that for? Okay. Public, not friends. Whatever. So we've got this going for us. It's really shiny. This is Molotov liquid chrome with a candy coat. It's crazed in a couple of areas, but it kind of just looks a bit weathered and really beautifully shiny and stuff. And the beautiful about this is it's so soft. All you have to do is just lightly tap it on the corner in some areas. Drag it and slide it along some edges. And you get some really, really natural, quite nice, fine paint chipping. Finer than you could potentially even do it by hand. With a hand paint and paintbrush. in lacquers or acrylic or anything like that. It's not transferring as well because of the gloss finish, but that's alright. Because it's not transferring so well, it's leaving such a small amount behind. So that's still pretty well. Let's have a look what's happening on Facebook, streaming, whatever. So just friends, who cares? Bomb out of that, take a sip. These ones is posted, I could just modify it straight on the bat. Fuck, it's so slow. Guess the streaming's pretty taxing on the internet. Let's have a look. Am I lagging? No, no lag. My face is facing away, so it doesn't matter. We'll chuck this on the Mokanaman page as well. So why not? After the stream's done, I could delete it all or whatever. Who cares? Loading, loading, loading. While we're loading, we could be weathering. Okay. We're just adding the tiniest amount of paint chips on the corners, on edges, that sort of thing. Only on some of the pieces, only where it would make sense. Just got to make sure that I'm getting it on camera, because I'm not. I need to get used to it. This is going to be a garbage stream because it's just experimental, so we won't have too much of an audience, but that's alright. Rebuilding from scratch. That's what it's all about. So, paste. Fetching preview. Publish. There's probably no point in doing that because there's only like 10 people on the Mokanaman page. Whatever. Glorious water. Okay. The beautiful thing about the paint chips is if the black lining I've done previously is not too neat, it sort of blends it all in together. There we go. Reorganize all of this. Might put it to the side a bit, and then that way I've actually got space to work. When I'm done this stream, I'm going to top coat all these different pieces and whatnot. Cool, that's streaming. I'll go back to the chat. Make sure to look over my head occasionally. That's not good. Why are we lagging and we've got 0 followers? Well, the show must go on. Who the hell knows? Refresh. Keep modeling. As I always say, the show must go on just in case there are someone out there that is watching. And we're just paint chipping. Goes there. We're live again. And I think the stream is dead. Oh, we're back. Yo. Whatever. And whatever. we're live. That's the important thing. Maybe my computer's struggling. Maybe it's not. Who knows? So we'll just keep weathering and not mind it too much. So the goal is that this is candy. It's very shiny. It's beautiful. It's going to be quite a deep gloss when it is finished. The goal is that even if you have this giant 20-meter menacing machine, that corners and bits of detail is going to get damaged. You're going to have shadows casting on details and panels. You're going to have rocks and space debris hitting and all sorts of stuff. And generally, it's not going to come out unscathed. There's going to be a few imperfections here and there. And you get that much more character from a candy look that has all the lines, all the edges, all the dry brushing, a couple of chips here and there, the washes, and then you have all your clear coats going and whatnot. Don't forget to go in some of the panels and creases and edges and whatnot. Maintenance worker could have bumped it. All sorts of stories can be told with weathering, and that's the beautiful thing. You look at it and it's shiny, and there's just a few things that catches the eye of why those edges are showing a bit of silver. And just to how soft these pencils are, it's really ideal in just leaving a mark on the gloss or a matted surface. It is tricky, these makeup pencils, because they're so soft. Generally, when you sharpen them, the insert, the tip, damages. And that's an absolute pain. So you need to buy a specialist makeup pencil sharpener. You go to like a chemist or a place that sells makeup and stuff. Yeah, I suppose that's gonna cost a bit. But looking on eBay, online, all that sort of stuff, it's pretty cheap. And it's something I plan on carrying in my little stall and when I go all trading and events and sales and whatnot. uh, the stuff that will be available is going to be all tested and available and stuff. So that's looking really, really, really rad. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm so happy about that. I'm going to revisit a few pieces and do what I was doing with that and just go a bit heavier on it. So I think I did not go heavy enough. Generally, less is more, but I think I just had so little, it just wasn't picking up for me. That's good. This little piece here. Anyone that's watching, hit up the chat. We're going to look over and have a look occasionally. And obviously answer questions, show things off. Do whatever you guys want. The stream's all about you. I've got everything that's available to me here except probably my toolbox. It's in the other room, so I took it to work and whatnot and working on some projects. I can run out of the room and get that. This is a solid bit, so being non-metallic, we just have to be very, very light. Just a couple of tiny dabs. Where I found with the candy, I had to go a little harder with that. And in the stream, generally, the sort of detail I'm putting in is quite fine. It's not going to be too well seen, but it will be seen in the finished work. And that I can live with. Okay, that's all coming together very, very well. Quite happy with that. Stream's going strong. That's all that matters. Uh, Even if no one really catches it, I'll just archive it to the PhD Manchild, and anyone that's obliged can check it out. Because Twitch deletes its videos. And on top of that, I'm streaming this at like what? It's 2 in the morning in Australia, so none of my audience members there is going to be awake to look at that, check it out. So I don't know what the time zones are overseas. I could research it and sort of make sure I'm streaming at a decent time or something. But at the same time, I just sort of feel like I want to model. I sit down, I model. It's sort of nothing that I can sort of schedule. I'll try to schedule these sort of things. There's just no promises. It is a feeling based. Oh, activity. Man, cold water's good on a warm night. So I've got the pencil. Just from doing that, has become really flat. And the problem is there's a ton of black pigment all over this. I need to clean it or something. And the cool thing about this particular sharpener, it's actually also the cap for one of the pencils. And this pencil wasn't the original pencil, but because I kept damaging the lead and cutting it and sharpening it and sharpening it and sharpening it, it just got so tiny and I never really got proper use. And then I bought another one, and that's what that belongs to. And it's quite long, but I still sharpened it tons because it just wears out so much so quickly. You can probably get a few models out of these pencils, these makeup weathering pencils, but they just die so quickly. How cheap they are. You're looking at a few dollars per pencil. It's not that much of a big deal, really, cost-wise. So, since they just take so long to import, I need to build a bigger stock and more colours. I've also got another makeup bit. I've got a sort of a tray of makeup pigment for doing, your eyes and eyelids and whatever. It's very similar to the Tamiya Modeling Masters, but again, it's a lot softer and it sticks to gloss and matte surfaces so much better. So when it's a point, it struggles so much to leave any sort of indent on the gloss surface. But that's alright, we just mash that tip